Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first one. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I've just come back from Hyogo Prefecture. I went to find a temple that was a little bit remote. It's part of the Saigoku Sanju Sansho pilgrimage. Basically 33 temples in Kansai area. I've mentioned that briefly a few times on this channel. I'm going to do a video about that once I've finished it, which is hopefully going to be this month. So I need a new project. Yeah, the expo's finished. I'm going to finish this temple thing, and yeah, I'm going to get into one of my other big hobbies, which is perfume. Not the fragrance, I mean the girl group, the Japanese girl group. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I've made several videos about them. Recently I went to their Tokyo Dome concerts and talked about the cold sleep that they're going to go into. So cold sleep is their science fiction way of saying they are going to take a break, a little hiatus, because basically they've just celebrated their 25th anniversary together and they've been pretty much busy ever since the start. They haven't really had a break, so they're going to go off and have a bit of a life for a little while. Archan's already got married, she's not wasting any time. So yeah, I need something to fill the void while they're gone. I don't know if you saw that video, we talked about Expo Loss, so people are feeling a little bit distraught now the expo's finished. I think I'm going to have to deal with Perfume Loss now as well. But I've always had a little bit of a complex about, no, not complex, that's a bit too harsh a word, but I started liking perfume around 2012, which is about halfway through their career. And I feel like I've been sort of playing catch up really. I missed out all the deep dive stuff from the past. I went to one of their fan club only concerts before, and I was feeling a little bit lost because I couldn't remember a lot of the songs from those. And in fact I didn't know them at all, so they were kind of B-sides or really early singles. So I'm gonna put that right. I'm gonna do a big deep dive into their repertoire, their music, and also their concerts, and anything else I can find to get into. So this video is basically setting up what I'm going to be doing in 2026. I'm planning to make about 5 videos talking about each stage of their careers, and then presumably I'll make one at the end to kind of wrap it all up and do like a best ranking of all their songs. So yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about today. You can like, subscribe, leave a comment or a question, and share this channel to other perfume fans. I'd appreciate that a lot. So yeah, let me just go through that. This is not going to take very long actually, unusually for me. I've got my perfume t-shirt on as well. That's the Nebula Romance part 2. Very nice, I like that. So yeah, we're kind of winding down this year now. A few weeks ago even, I went to see one of their delay viewing shows of the Tokyo Dome concert, which was shown in cinemas all over Japan. So I went to one in Namba. It was really good as well. I got a good seat because if you watched the Tokyo Dome concert video, I was kind of at a 45-degree angle, so I couldn't really see the half of the big screen. But this time, because it was filmed, and I could just sit right in the middle and get the whole effect of the stage. So that was really fun. I enjoyed that. And it was a nice little kind of wind down. They are showing both of the Nebula Romance concerts on Unext, which is a streaming service. I think that's only available in Japan, maybe in other parts of Asia. I don't know if it's available in the UK or US, but please check it out. So at the end of this month, I think the 20th and the 21st of December, they're going to be showing those Nebula Romance Part 1 concert and the Tokyo Dome concert. So I'm going to enjoy that one last hurrah for the Nebula Romance era. And then their final performance, I guess, is going to be on Kohaku, which is the New Year's Eve program. They get shown on NHK in Japan. It's almost like a countdown party, although it does finish about 10 minutes before the New Year starts. We're basically sort of red and white teams consisting of many famous artists perform over about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. So it's kind of New Year TV event. Because New Year in Japan, you tend to stay at home with your family or go back to your hometowns, things like that. So it's nice TV viewing. So yeah, that'll be the end of Perfume's actions for a little while. So yeah, 2026 is going to be my year of perfume. I'm going to do a bit of a victory lap, I suppose. So let me tell you about how I'm going to set this out. I'm going to make a video probably every 2 months or so, and then the final one will be the roundup. So I guess that will take a whole year. I'm going to split it up into 5 eras. So the first one will be the pre-major era, when they're on their minor label and their debut singles, and basically everything up until their major debut. That does include one concert that I'm aware of. Also includes a kind of a hits collection called Complete Best, and yeah, the concert's called Fan Service Bitter, which links up with one of the singles called Fan Service Sweet, I think. So I'm going to capture all of that in the first era. Second era is going to be their major label debut with Tokuma, I think that's what it was called. Am I getting confused? I'm going to have to research all this stuff. That's going to include Game and Triangle albums, and as well as their kind of associated concerts. The third one is going to be the early 2010s, which will take us through JPN and Level 3, those 2 albums, and their concerts as well. Should be nice for me because that's where I get on board the perfume train. Then number 4 will be the late 2010s, which will be Cosmic Explorer and Future Pop, and their best album as well, the P Cubed. Finally, I'm going to get to watch that concert if I can. And then we get to the 2020s, the 5th and final chapter, which will include Plasma and the 2 Nebula Romance albums. And yeah, any other TV specials they did during COVID and things like that. I'm more excited to see the concerts actually, because I'm relatively familiar with the albums, not so much with the B-sides and any other lost tracks that I don't know about, especially the pre-debut stuff. But yeah, the concerts, they're famous for their fantastic concerts. You can see quite a lot of them on YouTube. I've been bookmarking a few on there, so I don't have to buy a lot of DVDs to keep up with these. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any advice or requests that you want me to do along the way, please let me know in a comment. I do like I think the first couple of perfume videos I did kind of fell on deaf ears a little bit, but after that I think I found a little bit of a niche, I think, on YouTube. So doing the concert reviews, excuse me, they seem to find a little bit of an audience, so I was very happy to see that. Yeah, so yeah, let me know any requests or tips or links if you can find any difficult to find concert performances, or especially early performances. I found a couple of them on YouTube, but I have to do a bit of scouring for that one. And yeah, and then the final part 6 will be the conclusion, or the kind of epilogue of that one. So I'll go through a big ranking. What did I think? What did I learn? What did I like? And yeah, that'll be it. So okay, well, I hope that's explained everything I'm going to do. Let me know in the comments or questions about anything you want to add. And otherwise, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I've made a playlist of all the perfume videos, so please check that out. I might make a separate one actually for this run through, because I've got one like the Joy of Perfume playlist, because I made a video kind of introducing lots of songs to people. But yeah, definitely check out that Joy of Perfume video. I've got other videos like some of the concert reviews and a new album review as well, so please check those out. But otherwise, I'll see you, well, I'm going to see you before that, but I'll see you perfume fans back in 2026 as I get into the debut era and see where we get to from there. So thank you very much for watching, and take care. See you later. Bye bye.